is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full-time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Today, I want to share with you how to successfully use one eyeshadow on your lid, okay? I'm going to show you what not to do. I'm going to show you what to do, but I will tell you this. You always want to make sure that you start with an eye primer. Eye primer is really important because what it does is it helps really allow those pigments to pop. It prevents them from creasing and it holds them in place all day long. When you use an eye primer, like I said, it helps those pigments pop. Those pigments are going to go so much further. So I just put a little bit of eye primer on the back of this hand, none on the back of this hand. And I'm going to show you because I did go ahead and I put the eye primer on. You ideally want to let it dry. You want to let it set for about 5 minutes before you go in with your shadow. Really give it a chance to soak into the eyes. Does that make any sense? Absorb into the skin. I don't know. Do something so that way it looks amazing. All right. So if you watched my video yesterday, I talked about the Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette 6. These gorgeous pinks and browns. Shimmer, non-shimmer, whatever your heart desires, we have it with these palettes. I love it. And then we have a brand new palette. And I remembered to bring my phone today. Remember yesterday I was like, oh, I want to show you this palette, but I forgot my phone. I leave my phone places. Does anybody else do this? Drop a phone in the comments if you do this. I will set my phone down somewhere and then I will have no idea where I put it. And so then I thank goodness for the Apple Watch and you can ping it. That's super handy. I love it. And I probably use that feature more than I should, right? But I just set my phone down. So this is the new palette that's coming out. I just ordered it today, brand new, and it has some really gorgeous colors in it. And one of the things that they're saying about this palette is that it's great for wearing an individual shadow. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that successfully today. Super excited about this. All right. So I'm actually going to go in here with this blazing color. I think this may be one of the most intimidating colors of this particular palette. Like everyone knows how to use browns and they feel confident in browns. But then when you start getting into some of these other pigments, you're kind of like, I don't know about that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of this pigment onto my fluffy crease brush. I'm going to focus it mainly in the outer corner. And then whatever's left, I'm going to start bringing that onto the lid. So do you already see the difference in the pigment there? Packed in the corner versus kind of pulling it into the lid. All right. So I am already making this look like a couple of different pigment shades just by changing the amount of product and I'm not putting any additional product on the brush because remember I used eye primer. All right. So then I'm going to, again, just kind of lightly pull that in. And then you can continue to build it. One of the things that I think everybody needs in their makeup bag is a wonderful blending brush. You know what? It helps if I tell you on the screen here what I'm doing. I love this feature. Blending brush. Of course, then I can never find them. So then I add it again. And then I have like multiples of the same one. All right, there we go. Blending brush. So what I like to do is I like to take that brush and I just blend out any harsh lines. Just like that. Okay, you don't want harsh lines. That kind of makes the look appear a mess, but you can just blend that out really, really nicely. All right, so again, I want to just add a little bit more, focusing mainly in the outer corner and then kind of up along the crease there. And then kind of just pulling whatever's left onto the lid. Taking that blending brush, blending out any harsh lines. Okay, just like that, all right? And this again is just using one pigment on this palette. So you can make this super dark, you all. Like you could make it that dark if you wanted to. But depending on the amount of pressure that you're using, then that is going to kind of impact the pigment. All right, so this is the hand with the eye primer. This is the hand without. Let me show you this. All right, do you see the difference? Eye primer, no eye primer. So if you put on your shadow and you're trying to figure out why you can't really see the color and what's going on with all of that, that's the difference right there, you all, is the eye primer versus, I'm even trying to add more onto the no eye primer hand. Let me do this. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there you can really see the difference. That's why you want eye primer, you all, is because it will make the biggest difference in your eyeshadow look. All right, so the nice thing about these palettes is that you do have a handy dandy mirror, and I'm not adding any additional product to the brush. I'm just kind of just blending in a little bit more in the outer corner there. And then one of the things that I like to do, make sure I don't have a harsh line there. One of the things I like to do is take my crease brush, and I like to drag this along the lower lash line. When you do that, it kind of smokes out the look and really brings it all together. Just like that. All right, so again, this palette, palette 6 or the new palette 8, both of these are on special today with the eye primer for 26% savings. So if you're interested in that, just say color in the comments and I can send you the link to grab that. I should have checked right before this, but I believe both of those are still available. So again, I just used that one pigment, you all over the lid in a couple different ways. All right, let me show you again on the other side. This is the fluffy crease brush. This is another must brush for me because I feel like it's like the blending brush and the crease brush had a little baby. And this is the sweet little dumpling that it came with. Oh, I love it. All right, so just taking that in the outer corner. Then whatever's left on the brush, kind of putting that on the lid. All right, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. Look at that. It's okay. When in doubt, blend it out. That is, oh my gosh, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that's like my thing. Blend it out, blend it out. Make sure you're blending. Blending is your friend. And I can always also, you all, easily go back in and make this side a little bit darker too. That's not a problem. It's easier to make things darker versus start out too dark. And again, I mainly just wanted to show you have the flexibility, you all, to make a single eyeshadow look really, really good on the lid. It's not hard when you have quality shadows and you're using an eye primer. And then I also think the tools are really important as well. All right, so then just taking that crease brush, taking that down along the lower lash line. And again, I just wanted to show this pigment because I think sometimes when you look at the palette, that blazing color can be a little bit intimidating, and I wanted to show you how fabulous it can be. All right, look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? I love it. Okay, so tomorrow's Black Friday deal, they just announced it. I'm super excited about this. If you have been wearing a mask, drop the mask emoji in the comments. You need the Perfecting mask, all right? So it's your choice of any 2 skincare mask for $69. Normally one of these alone is $49. So it's huge savings. My 2 recommendations that I'm going to suggest for you are the following. Okay, so again, the Perfecting mask is great for breakouts and irritated skin. It's a bamboo charcoal mask. It brings oxygen into the skin, pulls out any kind of toxins. I love the Perfecting mask, and you can use it as a spot treatment wherever you have little spots of acne. Let it dry, sleep in it overnight, and it's going to just zap that zit. You can also put it on your mask, like where the mask is. You can put it on your whole face if you wanted to, and let it set for about 5 minutes and then rinse it off. But the Perfecting mask, you all, is so great, especially if you are wearing a mask right now. And then another one of my favorite masks, if you watch my stories on Sundays, I always talk about the exfoliating mask. You should be exfoliating once a week. It helps reveal your bright, plump cells underneath your dead skin cells that are on the surface of your skin. And you want to reveal those brighter, more youthful cells. It's going to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles when you do that. Also, it's going to allow the rest of your skincare to absorb better into your skin, as well as it's going to really help how your makeup sets on your skin. I feel like I need more bronzer. I'm going to have to do that after this. So Anyway, these are the two, the perfecting and the exfoliating. These are the two that I would recommend as part of the Black Friday deal tomorrow. If you want to get on my pre-order list, just say mask in the comments and I can hook you up. Another good, all of the masks are on special and all the masks are great. It's just those are the two that I probably reach for weekly, if not daily, especially the perfecting mask. I'm reaching for that daily when I have a breakout because I get like cystic breakouts. It's really big. It's really painful. So anything I can do to zap that right away, I do that with that perfecting mask. I also, though, this is super random. I get really, really dry skin right on the bridge of my nose. I don't know why, but literally right through here, I get really, really dry skin. And so I hate the way that my makeup wears on my nose right there. So I actually put a little bit of the hydrating mask on the bridge of my nose every other night and I sleep in it. So the hydrating mask is a great mask for the winter time, especially, or anybody that has dry skin. It smells amazing. It smells like the beach, like coconut and like, I don't even know what's all the different smells when it's beachy, but anyway, I love it. And it's a different texture. It's kind of like a foamy, but it's super cool on the face. You can use it on your whole face. You can spot treat it and sleep with it. I know actually a lot of people that use this as a night cream instead of using a traditional night cream. They sleep in the hydrating mask and they love it. Like I said, I sleep in it and I use it every other night and I put it right there on the bridge of my nose. So that is that mask. Then we have a brightening mask and an oil control mask, which I'm not going to share those with you necessarily today because they're not really my go-to. But I would say these are the three that I'm reaching for every single day. So you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be stocking up on masks because these are going to be 29% savings tomorrow. You're going to grab 2 masks for $69. Again, if you want to get on my pre-order list, just say mask in the comments and I can send you those details. And if you need the eyeshadow with the primer, just say color. That deal ends tomorrow morning, bright and early. So I recommend grabbing it tonight. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.